Hello, 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 good people. How y'all doing? Hello, is my mic working? My mic working? Can y'all hear me? I don't see it moving. Okay, it's moving now. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? It is a Friday night. Y'all get on up in here. I am your host, your DJ for tonight. Y'all heard what I said? Girl, about to be DJ up on the ones and twos. That's right, I'm gonna be on my ones and twos. Y'all give me some requests down there in the chat. We're gonna be chatting it up in this piece tonight. It's Friday night. Y'all get on up in here. Come on in here. I promise if y'all interact, engage in the chat, you will enjoy yourself. It's about enjoying yourself in this lifetime that we don't know how much time we got left. But like I said, I am your DJ for the night on my ones and twos. That's right. Y'all heard what I said. You know, we got about a good 10 little minutes here, child. Give y'all a few minutes to get on up in here. Bush campers, bush watchers, all of that. Child, I will be taking some requests tonight too. Y'all got something y'all want to hear? And let a girl know, child. Let a girl know. Put it down in the chat. Put it in the chat, y'all. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Hey. I hope y'all can hear. Hey, G on the ones and twos. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear. I hope y'all can hear, child. It's about what about your friends? We're going to get it crumped up with what about your friends, honey. That part right there. So let's get it started, y'all. Come on. When they let you down, yeah. What about your friends? I'm here, y'all. I'm on the ones and twos. Hey. Yeah, yeah. Bobby. That's right. What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down? Where they gonna be, y'all? Where they gonna be, y'all? Come on up in here. Come on up in here, people. It is Friday night. To my amazing mods, hello and welcome. To my mods, y'all, this is my night, Friday night, y'all. I would love to take turns with the mods on Friday nights. I came up with I'm on the ones and twos on the DJ. Miss Maria, you want to do next Friday? Miss Sonya, Miss my thoughts, the mods go on until we get to the end of the mods. That's what I'm hoping y'all agree to. But anyway, y'all, let me know. Let me know. Hey, Miss Faye, she says, good evening, everyone. Miss Maria says, good evening, squad. It's talking with G after dark. Get in here, have your ID. Y'all got that? Y'all ID ready? How y'all get in here? Ah, y'all better get y'all. Let me see your ID. Grab a drink, a snack, and get comfy. We finna chat it up. House rules, no CC's names, initials only. Use creative spelling for curse words. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respect for discourse only. All is alleged in our opinion for entertainment. She says, help us grow. We are close to 2K. Tap the thumbs up, subscribe, support. Dollar sign G Strickland 8 super chat, super sticker, share, join for 2.99. Come on, y'all. We are trying to at least five per live as a little as 99 cents. That's right, y'all. Help me with this here. Oh, dang, I forgot what it was. Y'all know what it is. But yes, you can do super chat, super stickers as little as 5.99. I'm trying to get five or better. We supposed to be doing this cheering. Miss Maria says, Faith, good evening. How's the hardest working sister in the chat today? Hey, Miss Deborah, she says, hey, G Mods and chats. Hello, beautiful Miss Maria. Faith says, Maria, how are you doing? Um, Miss Sonia says, hello, G Maria, Faith, and Deborah. Hey, Miss Sonia, prayers up for the family. How you doing? I know you're hanging in there as best as possible. Um, Miss Maria says, Deborah, hey girl, hey. Miss Sonia says, Maria says that Sonia, hey friend, how are you and mom today? Maria says, at Faith, blessed. We hit 72. I was outside. Girl, you weren't outside, was you? Thank you, Miss Deborah. Well, we might have had a little static, girl, but I'm still up in here on the ones and twos, honey. I ain't about to go nowhere, not yet. Miss Deborah. Mm-mm. Miss Deborah says, thank you at Maria. Miss Sonia says, at Maria, we're good preparing for everything. She said, you are all in prayers. Miss Maria says, child, I get up. I get us put off YouTube. Get us put off YouTube then. That's what I'm talking about right there. I think that'll be something, y'all. I just thought about it last night. I said, I'm gonna be the DJ for the night, child. And I want my moms to participate, child. If y'all are willing to do that, y'all let me know. Let me know, what you want to do, what you want to talk about. If you can't come up with nothing, then we all just pitch in and see what we can if we can pull a rabbit out of our hat. How about that? Um, do something a little different, add a little spice up over here. Miss Deborah says that Sonia, I'm praying that you and the family are good under the circumstances, and my prayers are with y'all. Uh, Miss Sonia says that Deborah. Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all so much for showing Miss Sonia love. Greatly appreciate that, and keep in mind too, Miss I can't never remember her name. Dorothy. Miss Dorothy been going through as well. So we're praying for everybody. Losing a loved one is not easy, but we got to keep on pressing, especially when they're sick. I don't like to see nobody, suffering or anything like that. So, but it's tough. It's tough, but Y'all come on up in here. Happy Friday, everybody. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Y'all get on up in here. Bush campers, bush washers, all of that. Y'all get on up in here. I'm on the ones and twos. I might break out a song every now and again. If y'all get to being sad, child, I got to bust out with something, child. We about to have that. I'm going to bust out with something. I'm taking requests, child. I'm taking some requests. Y'all got y'all Kool-Aid. Not the Kool-Aid. Yes, the Kool-Aid. Y'all got y'all Kool-Aid ready for this Friday night, child. Y'all get on up in here, child. Get in here. Y'all probably been working all day and it's a little relaxing time, chill mode, probably trying to get you a little taste of food and all that good stuff, child. I had some cream style corn today with fried chicken. It was really good. Yep, that's what I had. I don't know what I'm gonna snack on. I ain't got nothing to snack on around this mofo. Mm. But anyhow, y'all come on in, hit the button, like, share, subscribe. Like Miss Maria said, we're almost, I think we're 30 away from the 2K mark again, y'all. It's been a process. It has been a process, but God always has the last say. Get past that hump, child. Keep on climbing, and keep on climbing, honey. That part right there. But child, I know y'all been out here on the YouTube streets, child. Y'all been out here on the YouTube streets, child. Y'all been over there on the Instagram. I know y'all good people been on the Instagram. I know y'all have. So I'm going ahead and bust this thing on open with getting started with Martell, bald headed bastard child. Martell Holt looks really bad, cheerings. I don't know what he got going on. Child, he is not well. He been stopped looking like anything some time ago. After he signed the damn papers. Ever since he signed the damn papers, child, it was over with then. That bald-headed mofo went downhill after he said he didn't want to sign them, but he ended up he had to sign them damn papers because he done tore his britches, y'all. Y'all heard what I said? He had tore his britches all to pieces. Well, honey, let me tell y'all something. Little taster running around out there on the here Instagram streets. Martell Holt. Hey, my thoughts, my mod. Hey, beautiful. She says, good evening, G Chat and Sister Mars. Well, that bald headed mofo sitting down there with Ken with his ugly child. I love me some chocolate, but I don't want now a taste of that chocolate right there, honey. God heaven knows. Y'all hear what I said? I don't want now a little piece of that chocolate. Ugh. Anyway, moving forward. He's sitting down there. I hope Colbert was somewhere listening. That bald-headed bastard sitting down there told Ken he need to get him one of them young gals. Y'all heard what I said? One of them young gals about in their 20s, y'all. Guess what Chris Fletcher said? I know his name is Chris Fletcher, but guess what Chris Fletcher said? That's what Wanda called him. Oh, well, I just picked it up from Wanda. Chris Fletcher said he wants somebody that he can what? Control. That might be my next song. Control. Well, dark skin Ken let him know, honey. He said, I don't want that. He said they were crazy or something, child. I said, not crazy. Child, he just as crazy too. He said he ain't want no young gal like that. Well, Martell Hope told him get him one of them that young gal so he can control and train, honey. Child. Martell said if you don't control and train them, they're gonna control and train your ass. Ooh, child. That's how come he lost a good one. Trying to control somebody. It's making a whole lot of sense now. Why you get them young girls, Martell Holt? You dare not go up against a real one like what you had. Cause she not about to back down on that ass. Nuh-uh. Child, dark skin King said, my thought says that's a bitter chocolate. Not the bitter chocolate, honey. Miss Maria says, I told y'all watch a portrait. Excuse me, of Dorian Gray. It will explain what has happened to Hotel. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look at that one. Portrait of Dorian Gray. Miss Maria says somebody tell Hotel you have to have money to get a young gal. Them old young tenderonis, they want to go to the mall, child. They want the Chanel, they want the Pale, and all kinds of stuff, honey. Martell Holt ain't got it like that no more. Girl, I tell y'all one thing. He done shut that girl down. The good people told me too, honey, that cold bird, the coleslaw that had me sick the other day, done got her a Buick, honey. Not a 2026 Buick. I'm talking about a 1975 Buick. Child, ain't nothing wrong with it, child. They're gonna get you to the stoplight too, honey. But honey, I was on some YouTube, child, and I seen that Buick that they said Martell Holden got that. I said, wait a daggone minute. I know Colbert said I done went from sugar to pew shit. Lord have mercy. What was I thinking when I got myself in this situation with this bald-headed mofo? I can't stand him. I wants to tell him that he ain't the baby's pappy, but I ain't got my little quarters up, not quite yet. Hey, Miss Candy Girl, that's gonna be my next song that I'm gonna be playing. Cause I'm the DJ tonight, Miss Candy. I'm up here on my ones and twos. So if I bust out with a song, y'all just roll with it. All I know to tell y'all, roll on with it now. Keep on rolling with it. I'm just gonna find my song here. I'm multitasking. Don't y'all rush me. Huh? How about that? Candy Girl, you are my world. You love so sweet. New edition. Yes, honey. Coming on through with Candy Girl Child. Yes, that part right there. Let's see, where am I at? My thought says she got the Buick that Tuna Cat was hanging in the back seat. Not the back seat of the Buick. Well, she got that Buick, and Martho said he wanted some slaw on his dog, child. So I mean, let's make it all work, honey. Child, let's make it all work. Miss Saint says, hi, Candy. Miss Maria says, Candy, hey, Candy girl, what up, Doc? Miss Candy says, Maria, where did you see the Dorian Gray story? Child, yes, I gotta look at that one. I probably fall asleep tonight looking at that one right there, honey. But honey, she says that Candy, it's a movie. Okay. But yeah, honey, Martell Holt look like a hot damn mess, y'all. Y'all heard what I said. Oh, he's a oh, child, if he get a knot up there on that, ooh, child, I didn't even want to look at that, honey. My thought says that Candy, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a hot mess. But how dare you sit down and try to get somebody some advice? You couldn't even take your own advice. You had the older people trying to give your bald headed self some advice, and you didn't have enough daggone sense to take it. You lost your drawers and all. Miss Candy says, hey everyone, lost everything. Miss Maria says, G, you have to watch till the end. I'm gonna look at it. Honey, I'm gonna look at it. When I get to looking, I'm gonna be looking at it. Show we when I got this live tonight. Gonna be looking at it. Text to me so Miss Maria, so I can remember. Mm-hmm. Dorian Gray story. Ooh, child, that's what he looking like. He gray. Ooh, he ugly, y'all. I ain't even trying to send none of y'all out there on that on Instagram to see that child. But Lord, let me tell y'all something. Child, while I was over there on the Instagram streets, honey, I saw hotcakes. Child, hotcakes is he might well go ahead and be a scripper. Child, he always wants somebody to see his print and print of the print, not print and print of the print and the leather and all that pleather and bullshit. Oh God. I said it just keep getting worse. I had to get up off of YouTube, child. I had to get up off of YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but Instagram, honey. I couldn't take no more. Mm-mm. My thoughts is, well, Slaw is old and spoiled. I guess he is on the prowl for a new one. Child, he can't pull them like he pulled them with that bird. My thoughts, because when he pulled that bird, he was pulling up in all kinds of bullshit. I'm talking from the Beamer to the what else they had, y'all? Y'all know all them their cars he was trying to be profiling and laid back with his shades on, thinking he was the it. Well, the vehicles made him look like something, child. The vehicles really helped him out, but he ain't got that now, child. My thoughts, what he gonna pull up on that big old Suburban that ain't got about $3 worth of gas in? Girl, who gonna hop in there other than she by Sheree? She by Sheree said he ain't never. Gots to worry about me popping up in there. No more, honey. I don't want to be a part of that there bull crap with his broke down, broke act. She said she left him with 4 small kids and he ain't got 2 pennies to rub together. What I about to do with him? Child, he ain't coming back up in the chateau, contaminating the damn chateau. Mm-mm. She said, done, done with that. Mm-mm. Child, I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. But you know what, child? Ain't nobody needs to try to get Martell Holt no kind of advice, honey, because he ain't about to listen to nobody. I see y'all bush campers up over here again tonight. Y'all see me on the ones and twos. I know that's why y'all up over here, girl. Tell me, look at her. She thinking she on. Tell me some ones and twos. She thinking she the DJ tonight. And is. Now, that part right there. Moving on. Moving on down the road. Child. If where is Carla? Where Carla at? I need to text her. If y'all don't get somewhere with that Clarence and Papoose, ain't now. I know I said now. Not a one of them. Child, they need to lock them two up. I'm sick of them. Child, the good people have told me that Clarence has made it down there to the New York child, hanging out with the family people. I see I see it. I don't know what happened to Clarence, aka Clarissa, honey. Go G, you the DJ. Girl, I'm on the ones and twos tonight. My thoughts, you didn't know? Girl, y'all better go check it out, honey. But yes, honey, that girl Clarence made it to New York, honey. But it seemed like to me he kept her in the sick and shut-in room for a little time before he brought out. But child, there's something wrong with her. How old is this girl? Cause she act like she a little touched or something, child. I don't know what it is. She has a very childish mentality, child. Y'all better get on over there. Shout out to Anonymous Teacher, cause she dragged that girl every chance she get for fifth, honey. She talk about you out there flaunting and taunting and trying to be braggadocious, cause you with a madman, honey. He's still married. Y'all know, Clarence said she wanted to get at that boy Pap a good bed before his birthday, honey. Y'all heard what I say? I said, not the whole baby. Child, she want a whole, child. Well, honey, everybody's talking about Clarence and her childlike mentality. Everybody, right down to the men's is popping out now, child, talking about how she is making a whole what? Donkey out of herself. Child, she said the good people just jealous. Y'all jealous because she's with Pap. So I had to go back down and look at Pap again. I thought it was damn Idris Elba or somebody. I said, what that? Girl, if you don't get that rat looking boy somewhere, rat boy. He look like a boy-like mentality, and she has a girl-like mentality. When y'all gonna catch up with y'all edges? Not edges, but ages. I'm just asking for a friend. Child, when I say a hot mess, child, everybody was out there, seemed like they was having a little taste of good time. But that there Clarence, child, she was out there with her phone because she want everybody to know that I'm up in the piece. I'm up in this mofo. I'm with my man. Child, she want everybody to know that she was with her man, honey. Well, honey, all the good people still talking about that he ain't doing nothing but using Clarence, and Clarence ain't got enough sense to see it. But the good people wanted me to know. That's right, DJG on the ones and twos tonight. The good people wanted me to know once Pap get done and he discard that ass, not tap, but he discard that ass. That girl there might lose her mind, y'all. I ain't gonna be able to help. That ain't a thing I'm gonna be able to do. Miss Maria says, she trying her best to be Remy. That's what I heard too, honey. Miss Maria says she done got hit in the head once too many. Oop. You think that's what it? Okay, that's what you're gonna put it on, Miss Maria. Is that what you really gonna be doing right about now? Huh? Um, Clarence, my thought says that Maria Clarence has to fly to get to where she don't fit in. Others get flown out. Not the flown, girl. Mm, 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 mm. Child, it's a hot mess, honey. Don't y'all rush me. Hey, DJG on the ones and twos. Uh, 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 uh. Yes. DJG on the ones and twos. Y'all get with it. Y'all got y'all drinks. Y'all get y'all IDs out. How y'all get up in this mofo? Who's at the door? Who's at the door checking the ID? Shout out to New Edition. I don't own the rights to this music. Shout out to New Edition, honey. I'm just up in here enjoying myself. Don't y'all be coming for me, child. Now, that part right there. But anywho, honey. But y'all go over there and get Clarence and tell Clarence go somewhere, sit down. Cause that boy, the rat boy ain't into that girl like that, y'all. He just ain't into her. Lord, he don't want her. What's wrong with these women that can't see that these men don't want them, y'all? Lord, I know they be like, I just wanted to hit it and quit it. I ain't trying to be stuck like, I don't want to be stuck with you. Where Fantasia at? If you don't want me no more, go ahead and free yourself. Where Fantasia? Child, that's what they trying to tell them, but they ain't listening, y'all. They ain't listening. I don't know what they gonna do. How they gonna get rid of them? I don't know, honey. But that girl, she just a happy, honey. She said he not about to get rid of me. Not like that, honey. Mm-mm. Child, bless her heart, honey. She was over there getting her little drinky drink on and the whole nine. She all up on pepper, grinding and carrying on. Child, I always thought the man's supposed to be swinging on you, honey. She's swinging on him. I said, Lord have mercy. This is embarrassing at this moment. Not Fantasia looking for that missing money. Miss Maria, she looking for that missing money. Girl, this done got quiet on the set by that child. She probably had to do some mighty good talking to daddy, saying, Daddy, please, please, Daddy. She done apologize to him and everything. Daddy, can you please just stop talking? Daddy, hey, Miss Saltlight girl. Hey, girl, DJ G up in this mofo tonight on the ones and twos, Miss Saltlight. You better get on up in here. I'm taking requests, honey. What y'all got? What y'all got? Well, honey, Fantasia don't went up, Daddy, please stop putting the family business on this. You two the streets, honey. Some possum papoose eyes poop pop out of his head when he with Clarence. He looks scared. Girl, he don't look scared, do he, Miss my thought? Girl, I Miss Something I said, hello, beautiful people. It's a Friday. Yes. I hope you did a lot of working and not twerking today on that job, Miss Salt Light, because I ain't forgot it, honey. I ain't forgot it. Miss Maria said, something like, good evening, gorgeous. Happy Friday. Child, I cannot, honey. But yeah, I think Fantasia came out here and, did some low key apologizing to the dad and told the daddy, Dad, I'm figuring it out and I'm working it out. But please stop going over there on the internet, putting the business out there on the streets like that. You can't be doing that kind of stuff, Daddy. Child, Daddy done got a little quiet on the set, honey. I guess he said, I done spoke my piece, honey. I have spoken my piece. Whether you take heed to what I said or not, honey, it's gonna be on you. Y'all know they cheering be grown. You can't tell them nothing, child. They got to let them bump their head. But y'all know what? What we over here talking about that? There's something about her husband that ain't sitting too quite right with me. I'm feeling like the daddy, honey. There's something ain't right. The good people told me in the beginning, uh, he was not even into that girl, that Fantasia, honey. He must didn't know that she had hit that idol. Girl, since you run that man down, honey. He lied skinned too. He thought he said, I'm gonna make her chase this here piece of meat. Girl, I'd have let it kept on running. Run, boy. That's what she probably wishing now. She would have let it run away. Miss Candy says, so has Fantasia figured out the accountant was right? I ain't heard. That's what I'm just saying, Miss Candy. I think she done got quiet on the set, honey. My thought says DJ requests what a fool believes are dedicated to all the side chicks. Let me see what a fool believe. Child, let me see. Dedicate that to the side chick. Girl, give me a little taste of it, child. I'm fine for you. I'm fine. Miss Real says, Happy said what he said, and he meant it. How about it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. I think that's a song. Who sang that song? Let me see, can I find it? Don't y'all be down there rushing me. I already done told y'all. I'm gonna DJ. Child, it takes. The spinners. Come on through here, spinners. This is dedicated to all of the side chicks out there. Kimmy Scott, Clarence, aka Clarissa. Yes. Come and go, y'all. Mm. She gone, y'all. Left alone. Y'all been such a fools. Ooh, not well. You better blow it. Mm. Fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Y'all better listen to learn that love don't love nobody. They're loving themselves. Oh, not the well. This is DJ G up on the ones and twos. How about that right there, girls? How about that right there? This is for the side chicks of the world. Y'all ever think about why you be out there on the Christmas holidays, the Thanksgiving, the giving, and the Easters and all of that stuff, and you're sitting over there waiting on the next day to come through, child. He'll come through on tomorrow, honey. He can't come over here right now, child. He with the family, honey. That's a side chick right there, baby. That's a side chick right there. Miss Soundlight says, I kind of feel that way too, G. Child, they something about that Fantasia husband just don't sit right there with the spirit, honey. I'm trying to tell you, he looks like what the pappy said. I'm just trying to tell you. What a fool believes, the Doobie brother, it takes a fool to learn Spanish. Come on through here, honey, child. I don't know what it takes, but honey, there's some old side chicks out there too. The side chicks that today ain't like the side chicks used to be way back in the day, child. Y'all remember that grandpa them had a whole nother family down the street? And everybody kept quiet. Child, everybody would be quiet on the set. See, that's what that Martell should have told that bird, and he wouldn't be in the pickle he's in right about now. Side chick, where Mel at? Where's Mel at? Let's see here. DJ G on the ones and twos. Side chick of the year award. Side Yes, you deserve. Mel said you deserve. DJ G on the ones and twos. Shout out to Melody Cherie Rogers, Side Chick of the Year Award, aka Slaw, aka Bird, aka Ain't Got Nobody Since, aka You Big Damn Dummy. Let's go. She ain't playing with you hoes. Not second. Well, there. No holidays. A fool. Megan the Stallion, honey. Side Chick of the Year Award. How many of y'all think Coleslaw want to return that side chick of the? She don't want the title no more, honey. She don't want that no more. It ain't funny no more. She wants to return it back to the owner. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. My thoughts is they have to wait for the leftovers, candy, flowers, dinners, playing sack and fiddle. Miss Maria says, in my thoughts, sloppy seconds. Yes, honey. My thoughts is, Maria, was that true for real? OMG, I thought that was AI generated. What? Miss Maria says, in my thoughts, shaking my damn head. My thoughts is these side chicks come from all walks of life now. Rich, poor, and in between. Mm, mm. Not rich, poor, and in between. Child, I cannot. It is a hot mess, child. What is going on? What is going on? What is really going on in this world today? Hey, Miss Charlene. She says, good evening, beautiful ladies. Right back at you, honey. How are you? Happy Friday. This is DJ G on the ones and twos tonight, girl. You got any requests, honey? I might have to play a little bit of Betty Wright up in this joint tonight, child. I tell y'all, honey. Ooh, child, it's a hot mess out here. Honey, that girl, let me tell y'all about that bird right quick. That bird said, I got this damn BBL. It's stinking. I'm stinking. I can't go get it fixed. I can't get the proper nourishment, attention, or whatever this bullshit I'm supposed to be getting. I can't get that done. You had these here braces taken off my teeth. My teeth got yellow stains and everything else because I didn't take the proper care. Couldn't get to the orthodontist. Couldn't get nowhere, honey. I'm just effed up. I'm in worse shape than I was when the damn fool met me. Girl, she thought she can be walking around looking bootylicious, teeth all proper and pretty and polished white like the queen of reality TV, honey. Girl, if you didn't go down there to the orthodontist, honey, and get them that your appointments like you supposed to, monthly if I can recall, honey. Let me tell you, baby, you gonna have them stains on your teeth. You ain't gonna be able to get that off, and then you ain't pay the people, honey. They ain't trying to do nothing there for you. The, well, the good people told me that, she might can get them that things back on her teeth is with the EBT situation that she got. Cause y'all know she still gotta have that EBT. Come on, tell Holt got to eat, honey. Popeyes, he don't want no more Popeyes. Can't stand the damn coleslaw. Turkey chop. He don't want none of that now, child. It's not fun anymore. Um, Miss Charlene said, I heard Coleslaw got her LPN license. Girl, not only did she get an LPN, did you see that Buick she had, honey? That Buick like the one they said Tuna Cat was laying in. That's what Martell Holt said. We ain't said. I seen the picture of the Buick, child. They said she went from a BMW to the big old body Buick, child. I'm talking about 1979. Look, that what look like me, honey. 1979, a Buick. Mm-hmm. I said, well, okay. Child, they had the audacity to park that Buick beside a Beamer, child. I said, wait, what? Child, the shade. I cannot. My thought says Betty Wright is too much for them. They tried to be the clean up woman and they still in mess. Ooh, child. Charlene said her case sound what? Saw that LAMH has been renewed for another season. Hotcake said that LAMH has been renewed for another season. Child, Miss Charlene, if that's the case, baby, I ain't seen to heard nothing about it, could care less about it. And if that's the case, On Network is really desperate. How about that, child? Because ain't nobody watching that bullshiggity. My thought said, Miss Maria says, Charlene, I believe that when I see it. My thought says, Charlene, yes, she did, but she can get and keep the job. We shall see. A hoopty? A hoopty, Miss Maria. That what it was, a hoopty. Hoopty. My thought says, Charlene, hard case has nothing else to report on. He is stuck on the life supported show. Miss Maria says, request my hoopty, Sir Mix-a-Lot. That girl told Martell Holt, when I met you, you was pushing this and you was pushing that. And he looked at her and said, you got to run in your damn mouth. And that's what happened. Didn't you know how to shut up? Nah. How dare you, Martell, think you were going to use that girl to make Mel bow down and salute to that foolery you had going? What? Who you thought you was? My boy. What my thoughts calling? My boy? Who said that? One of y'all, Miss Maria, my boy. Child. Miss Candy says, but is she really an LPN? Don't see her on the registry. Child, I don't either. Miss Candy. People be putting that girl out there on their thumbnails and stuff. I don't know why. I ain't figured that out. Not yet. Miss Saint says, hi, Charlene. I have not figured that out. Not yet. I just figured like, they trying to find something, honey. Got to go back down memory lane or something. They sure have resurfaced that girl back out here on their thumbnails and Miss Child. I said they're gonna try to. Y'all know how you got this side and you got that side. I wouldn't be surprised if that side were the one that put that bullshit out there talking about some she LPN. What? Martell already said she ain't gonna work. Martell said she gonna have to make money, more money than a doctor or somebody. Sound like to me she defeated the purpose just to go to school. What you go to school for, girl? To get away from Martell? Child, I cannot. Miss Candy said they only put her on the thumbnail trying to get under male skin. What negative? That ain't about to work. My thought says at Candy, she is there. It's real. Bamba State Board of License. Really? Well, let's give her a little round of applause. Um, okay, so now what? Now what? Miss Maria says Slaw is a case study in her self-sabotage. Ooh, child, that part. My thought says she gonna work all right in them broom closets. Y'all know what I mean? Not the broom closet. Martell already said that. Martell snatched that girl ball, y'all. Can't nobody go outside but him, child. He the only one that can go outside and play. She can't go outside. Miss Maria says, I would not applaud that trick. Well, Miss Maria, I applauded her because, she put forward a little taste of effort, but she ain't gonna be able to do nothing with it. Maybe when he get tired and done ran her down and she looking like she older than all of us up in here, honey, she'll get somewhere and sit down. I don't know. He got her looking old right now. He's really got her looking old. Her mouth jacked up and all that kind of stuff, child. I knew whenever he took them braces off that girl teeth, they were probably about to fall off. But when she went down over there, let them people take them things off her teeth, honey, I knew she wasn't gonna get back on that on no Instagram, YouTube, or none of that, child. Y'all see how that girl had her hand up there to her mouth? My thought says I don't think she can hold that job. Cause Martell gonna make her get fired. Fired. Miss Maria says she got herself looking like that. Well, that part too. That is true. That is true. That is true. I ain't about to argue about that, Miss Maria. Child, child. Ooh, I cannot. But God bless on her journey, honey. God bless on her journey. My thought says Marty Ma made Slaw age in dog years 7 to 1. Not the 7 to 1. Not the 7 to 1. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I gotta come up off my DJ stand for a minute and go into talking with G real quick, child. Cause I was talking about coleslaw. The two babies, y'all, that they found in the suitcases is in Ohio. The mother is 28 years old. They have given her a good $2 million bond, a million for each child. One of the children's was, I want to say 9 and 14 or 15, I want to say. One of the girls' dad is incarcerated. And his family and himself was saying, he wanted to get custody of his child, even being incarcerated. He was trying and trying, but the neighbor, y'all know 227, that nosy neighbor, that they good to have sometime. Well, it seems to me that the whole entire system, school system, police, CPS, everybody failed these kids because that nosy neighbor, honey, she said that she was reaching out and she was calling the peoples on that girl because she turned the music up real loud and she said she could hear her yelling and screaming at them, there cheering and all that stuff. Well, honey, thank God for the man that was out exercising a week ago and his dog. He said that those two suitcases, can y'all imagine those two suitcases have been out there for about a week? Not too far from I think it was the school. I want to say the school. But child, the dog kept going to the suitcase and sniffing and smelling the suitcase. And the man was like, he was trying to get the dog away from the suitcase and stuff. So, every day they go the same route, I guess. And each day that dog would go over there by them suitcases, sniffing the suitcase and stuff. So the man was like, okay. Okay, let me see what's going on. The man said he walked up to the suitcase, one of the suitcases. They wasn't that far apart. Shallow grave. Said he walked up there to the suitcase, and what did he see? A head, y'all. Oh, child. He called authorities. He called the peoples, y'all. The authorities, child. But y'all, can y'all imagine? They haven't come out and went graphic of how she unalived these babies. The whole community is in an uproar. But they haven't come out and said, but they did. The authorities did say that they went into the house. So she lived in a nice house, nice neighborhood and stuff. But they have gathered a lot of stuff. Child, I don't know. But she do look like she have some mental issues going on or whatever. I'm not really sure. I'm not nobody's doctor, anything like that. But um, they showed it on YouTube a few minutes ago, and she looked like she had something. Miss Candy says, "I'm sure the suitcase smelled." It kept drawing that dog over there to him. It has a very distinct smell. Yeah. Miss Salt and Light says 7 to 1 is dog years. But yeah, y'all, that is so sad. Um, house and but they when they went into that house, y'all, evidently she had 3 daughters. One of them was still alive, but those two, she unalived those 2 babies, y'all, and stuffed them in a daggone suitcase. Y'all, it's a regular size suitcase. Child, it's on YouTube. My thought says, yes, she is nuts. Old people always said, look in the eyes, look in the eyes. I'm telling y'all, look in the eyes. Miss Maria says she could have left those babies at the male or hospital. Yes, anywhere. Hey, my sweet. She says, lady, you are unpredictable, but I am here. Baby, I'm not unpredictable. Well, I can be, but I had this thing up ever since early. Was it last night, yesterday, sometime, honey? You ain't seen it running around? Girl, I don't know what you got going on, honey. You better get on over there and get a check and something, my sweet here. But yeah, y'all, that was so terrible for her to do that to those kids like that. Miss Maria says a candy, and once you smell it, you don't forget it. Ooh, I don't. Mm-mm. Don't say that, Miss Maria. My sweet, I've been up in here on my ones and twos. I'm DJ G. I was DJ G a few minutes ago, but I had to get back into talking with G because I had to bring this up about those 2 babies that they was unalived and stuffed in the suitcase. But that's torture, y'all. That is torture. You know, the judge told her, stay in contact. I'm sure she has a court-appointed attorney. Lock her ass up. Ain't getting out. Ain't gonna have no $2 million to even think about getting out. That is not about to happen, honey. Um, Mental health is a real thing. Um, But the old neighbor said they would be arguing and she be cussing her out and stuff. And she said she would always ask her, "Where them girls at? Where them girls at?" And throughout the cussing out, and then when she mentioned the girl, she storm off and walk away. But y'all, they was asking why the school did not report them not coming to school. But they said that she was homeschooling the girls. And but still, if you're homeschooling them, the teachers are supposed to be watching to make sure they're doing their work and turning their work in. But you know what, y'all, in this day and time, I ain't even gonna say that because teachers is not into it like they is. A lot of teachers just say, "Okay, I'm gonna get my check," because these kids are so hard headed and they feel like I ain't got time to be wasting my breath on you hard headed mofos up in this bullshit. But so the kids was being homeschooled and all of that, but still somebody should have seen something other than that neighbor child. The neighbor tried to tell him. She tried to get the help for the peoples. Um, Let me see. My sweet, hey girl. Miss Maria says, my sweet, hey girl, how are you feeling today? Miss Sain says, hi, my sweet. My sweet said, I saw that. Miss Candy says, yes, I have had several patients alive with limbs. What's that? Necrotic. Uh, mm, the smell is unforgettable. I don't want to talk about that. I don't even say that word. My thought says he is not the daddy of any of those kids. Who is not the daddy of any of those kids? Are my thoughts. One of the girls' dad was incarcerated. They were half sisters, different dads. That's what the good news people were saying. I heard it. But yeah, that is so sad. Evidently no grandparents. And then one of the aunties of the girl where her brother's incarcerated. He been in there for over 8 years. She said every time they try to, and the cousins was speaking to, so every time they try to get in contact with her or reach out to her or something to ask about the girls, they said she would up and move again. But then at the same time, they were saying that she been in the house where she allegedly unalived the girls for like 2 years or whatever. So I don't know. It is terrible, but they do have her. She's in locked up. They ain't gonna let her out. Mm-mm. My thoughts is, gee, the boys that G raped the 12-year-old are being charged than the students. Huh? Are being charged. Yeah, yeah, they being charged as adults. Yes. What were they? 12, 13, and 14? Mm-hmm. She says, shaking my head. Miss Maria says, when I thought I had more trouble with the parents than the students. When I thought I had more trouble, yes, absolutely. My thought says, look at my post before that one. G the boy, okay. Was it that one? He is not the daddy of any of the kids. I must have missed something somewhere along the way. Yeah, the parents today they don't work with the teachers like they should. And a lot of parents send their kids to school for you to raise them. If y'all know what I mean. What I mean. Um My sweet says, hello everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and enjoying your day. Sonia, I will message you in the morning. Miss Something Light says, Miss Kenny, I have a family member with Soderma. Ooh, don't y'all be putting all them words down here like that, did y'all? I ain't ready for all that. Mm-mm. Miss Candy says, this is why villages are important to be an extra set of eyes on the endangered kids. Those kids was in danger, but like I said, that lady on 227, y'all remember 227? That she had a nosy neighbor, that girl, and her and that neighbor just fussed. She said she argued, fussed with a lot of people. You know, the people, it sounded like the people in the community was concerned, but at the same time, the lady was on the news and she did say she reached out to CPS, she called the police. Everybody ignored her. I ain't said y'all. That's what the lady said. They all ignored her. Nobody came out and checked on that girl and them children, honey. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. But the mayor's outraged, child. Said it threw them over there to the side like dogs, child. That what she did? I wonder though, did she do it all? Mm, I ain't reading that, Miss Ken. Mm-mm. I wonder, did she do it all at one time? Where was this other said child at? I don't know, y'all. They not really giving out a whole lot of details right about now. The main thing is, they have her in lockup. Like I said, she's up under that $2 million bond. Um, Miss Deborah says one of the little girl's dad was trying to go through the courts to get his daughter. Yeah, that's what he said. Miss Kenneth says, I read that one. Charlotte, I can't say that. My tongue on tie. Yes, this is a very debilitating. The skin gets so tight. You know what? And then y'all, I saw on the body cam where the police was out there and he was watching the suitcases and y'all, he said he was calling back to the precinct. He was letting them know, where his location was and all of that. And he was asking them, should I go ahead and open it up? Should I go ahead? Man, child, can y'all imagine the officers, a lot of these police officers' mental health as well, or have to open up these suitcases and see these bodies ooh, child. They got a lot to deal with as well. Miss Candace says, I work with the mental ill. The mind says crazy things. I have so many people telling me they hear voices telling them to hurt themselves and others. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Miss Science says, okay, my sweet. She looks like she got a heavy burden on her or something, y'all. I don't know what it is, but she and she was standing up there in front of that judge like she don't know what she did. I don't understand how these people can become so cold hearted. And it's like they don't have no feelings or nothing when they do something like this. Child, I don't know. I just hope and pray that that other child that she did not harm did not have to watch her do what she did to those kids. I mean, she could have had that one tied up or something. We just don't know how deep and gruesome this is, and all the evidence and stuff that they've been finding out and all that kind of stuff. Um, I has to be out of it has to be out of her mind. I guess maybe she has to be out of her mind. My thoughts, Miss Song Light says, I had a story that popped on my YouTube. This lady running a religious cult was getting people's small children, abusing and starving them. She unalived two of them. She went to um at set prison at 78. What? ATV 78 after years. I I don't know. My thought says she has to be out of her mind. Miss Candace says they disassociate G. Their minds and feelings are often not connected to the awful acts that uh they do. Oh wow. Miss Maria says I saw a case like that on Daily Motives where the aunt had unalived her nieces and nephew, put them in luggage, and was driving around with them in the of the trunk. Two of the cops threw up when they found them. Oh my God. Mm, mm. Y'all, that is terrible. If the smell is anything, and Lord, please don't never let me have to run across nothing like that. But if the smell is anything like you saying the smell is, how they even riding around, Miss Candy, with that in the trunk of a car like that? Oh my God. Miss my thought says, I think some of these people get ideas from some of these crime shows. I do too, my thoughts. I really do. Miss Light says she got away for years. She went to prison at 78 and died 6 months after sentencing. Wow. That is freaking crazy. Yeah, these crime shows that they put on TV can be very educational and all of that, but at the same time, I think some people might get fixated on it and they just sit there and watching and watching and watching, and they be like, okay, they got away. And you, child, you never know these people's state of mind in this day and time. It's the maggots that I don't like to see. I've seen people with maggots eating their swords. Oh my God, Miss Candy. Miss Candy. After you we love you over here. But after you go through stuff like that, Miss Candy, I'm so weak. I would have been passed out. Them folk would have been on fire to me. They done told me to get your black up out of here. You're weak, girl. I can't. I'm weak to stuff like that, Miss Candy. Oh my God. Mm, 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 mm. My thought says, Kenny, you are a strong woman. I would, for years, seeing that. Me too, my thoughts. Miss Maria says, in my thoughts, it was true crime. They showed the body cam footage like 48 hours. Ooh, mm. Oh my God. My Miss Kenny, you are, my hats off to you. Let me give you a round of applause because, honey, you deserve it. Mm, 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 mm. All these kinds of jobs out there like that, y'all, and somebody's got to do it, y'all. Somebody's got to be that person that does that, child. Oh my goodness, child. Can you? I don't understand, and I know it's their job, that's their career, they chose it, but like when somebody pow somebody and they gotta go to the morgue and all that kind of stuff, child, and child, how these people laying down and sleep when they sleep? Y'all be surprised at these doctors around here on this here medication, honey. I'm trying to tell y'all. Miss Candace says you feel sorry for a lot of those people. Some of it's due to elder abuse and neglect by families. Mm. Child. Oh my goodness. And you are right. These people, especially they see they can't get nothing out of the families, they take and throw them in them nursing homes and forget all about them. Miss Maria says once one of the cops started screaming when he opened the luggage, they had to walk him down the street and sat him down. Miss Salt Light says, I think I saw that. Didn't she have a passenger riding with her when they pulled her over? Crazy. Ooh. See, that's what I tell y'all about catching rides, giving rides. Put that thumb up, honey. You can't put that thumb out there like you used to. Mess around, get yourself caught up in some bullshit you ain't had nothing to do with. Riding around out there, probably in a Pace or a Buick or something. Talking about what's that smell, girl? Probably were asking the question, what's that smell? Child, I cannot. Um, mm, 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 mm. Miss Candace says the hospital was my pulpit. I feel my job is led by an anointing. Someone has to be the strength in the room. My job was to meet with families to often deliver bad news. Mm. Miss Maria says that something like, yes, the passenger was not all there. Oh my God. You get a credit, you get a credit, you get a credit. Everybody out there rockers? Child. And you know what else, Miss Candy? People might not realize this, but y'all, there's so many people in these hospitals that has gotten sick, and family members don't even know where they are. Nobody checks on them. None of that. They just there, y'all. Mm. But some of these kids be like, I ain't even gonna say that be like because you can leave the kids the world, millions and all of that stuff, child. They still gonna act a fool and do whatever they want to do, child. Um, Miss Sunlight says yes, her nose must have been broke or stopped up or stopped up. She can't get no air. Miss Candy says I can tell you by working with the mental ill how you are brought up and raised and what you are exposed to has a profound effect on your life. My thought says people are crazy. They caught a man that came from the Midwest to Florida, picked up two young girls, had them in the trunk. He was caught in Georgia. They met him online. They survived, but many don't. Ooh, that's another thing. Watch your children, honey. Child, with these children today, they might not got much sense when it comes to that schoolwork and school, but honey, they can crack a daggone code. You put that parental thing up there on the phone, child, they'll find a way to get it up off of there. Don't even know they're walking into danger. Don't even see it. It's I don't know. It's the people. It's not the world. It's the people in the world today, child. That's a shame. Don't even know. Some of them, ooh, child. Miss Maria said something like, no, she could smell it, but she kept buying car fresheners and stuff. Miss Maria, I want you to go on now. Go on now. If that smell is that powerful, there is no Febreze. There is no nothing that can calm that down, Miss Maria. What are you talking about? Bath and Body Works, and none of that stuff ain't gonna help that. Mm-mm. Child, sad. Mm. My thoughts said, say that again, G. The world is beautiful. Yeah, the world is beautiful, but it's the people that's in it that's causing all this. unalive and craziness. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't, child. But stop unaliving these kids. Drop them off to somewhere, honey. Take them to the police department. Say I'm going through something ain't right with me, and they'll get you some help too. Leave the kids. Don't. But you know what? They angels. They are angels. Miss Salt Light says, "Lord have mercy." They are angels, y'all. They are angels. So, it's sad what she did to them kids. But you look in that girl eyes, y'all, something is wrong with her. Something happened. And it could have been something that happened to her in her younger years. She could have been raped anything. Just never know. Where was her mom, her siblings and stuff at? Why they wasn't checking on her? Why they didn't call the child? Child, families today is not families anymore, honey. It don't have to be by blood to have someone in your life to be a good family member or whatever, child. But the families today, child, I don't know what happened. Let's start there. I don't know what happened to the families today, child. Yeah, I do. The jealousy, look like you gonna get a step ahead and all that bull crazy stuff. Trauma really does a doozy on people. Yeah, it does. And child, Miss Maria says, I know, but she had like 100 car fresheners. The passenger had some from retardation. What? They had to ask her the same question like 10 times before she understood. What? Some form of retardation. They had to ask her the same question like 10 times before she Child, I don't know what is going on, what is going wrong, what is it? That's a hot mess, y'all. That's just a whole hot mess. Postpartum also lead to mothers unaliving one's kids. Men should not be allowed to abandon a woman while she is pregnant and the year after. A woman needs a lot of support. That's a tough one right there, Miss Candy. Let's talk about it. That's a tough one. Hypothetically speaking, could have been a trap thing. Never know. Never loved you. One and done. There's so many things it could have been. Now you want me to be stuck with somebody that I just wanted to hit it and quit it with. I won't try to be no relations with nobody. I just wanted some. Thank you, Miss Maria. My thought says they need to bring back Big Mama and let her lose to do her thing. People too scared to raise these kids. Big Mama didn't give us get it right where you acted up at that part right there. That part right there. But these parents today, they gotta stop this foolishness saying, they don't want nobody to discipline their child and all that kind of stuff. I get the part about the spanking and all of that kind of stuff, but child, in this day and time when them kids go home and say that somebody did something to them the next second, child, the parents up in the people's face and all that kind of stuff. And it's okay to be up in their face, but come correct when you get up in their face. They come up in there with the hoorah, rah, rah, hoorah, rah, rah, all that bullshit. Lord have mercy, Jesus, honey. Dude can buy condoms at the gas station at the 7-Eleven. Miss Candy says, even if you hit it and quit it, if you make a baby, you have to care for it. There are always ways to prevent pregnancy. There is ways to prevent pregnancy, Miss Candy, and I get that part because I was finna say, well, what if she just say, I'm on the pill, I'm on the this, I'm on the that, and a real man, even though she says she's on the this and she's on the that, he will still double protect himself. I got you. If he just wanted to, but Miss Candy, it breaks, it busts, and all that kind of stuff, child. I don't know. I can't tell you. It's just a lot. I don't know, but hopefully they can get her to the place that she needs to be. Talk to her and find out what was really going on. Miss Kenny says, "Well, then that's God." Mm, mm. Miss Maria says he need to wrap it up or get a vasectomy. Not Martell, not Maurice and Marceau. Maurice and Marceau? Miss Maria. Really? Oh my goodness, child. Mm, mm, mm. But yeah, our prayers up to that whole situation. That young girl, is 28 years old. Whole life is gone. Children's life is gone. People don't realize whenever you do stuff like that, it messes up. Everybody's affected by that stuff that these people do. Behind every action is a reaction, and child, it's a lot. But hopefully, you know, a lot of people was on the news and stuff saying, give her the death penalty, unalive her, and all that kind of stuff. And one man said one could say that was very harsh. He said one could say that. He said, but what she did to those babies was harsh. He's looking at eye for an eye, honey. I said, Lord have mercy. Miss Maria says, really? He don't want no babies, then he need to prevent it. That part right there. That part, yeah. Miss Candace says mental illness is real. Again, most of the times, it's the voices in her head. Okay, Miss Candy, can you answer this for me? When you say the voices in her head, um, could what could attract that? Could it be medication, uh, trauma over time? What I'm trying to get to the beginning of it, of that, the voices, I guess. My thought says some of these women get that condom and the man see them in court after 9 months. You are the daddy. She get her cash for 18 years. Ooh, child, not the cash for the 18 years, honey. Candy says trauma abuse of the brain's spirits. Mm. Oh my goodness. So Miss Candy, so could one say, we say trauma, we'll start with childhood trauma that was never dealt with. Drugs, alcohol. Yeah, there's lots of things, all of that. Molestation. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. But could it be from, just not being able to get the help that was needed? And it just infested, I guess. I don't know. I just feel sorry for people like that's going through. But it can happen to anybody. That is so sad. That is so so sad. Miss Candy says sometimes it's for the sheer frustration. Wow. Um, I caught a little bit of but what got them to that point? Yeah. Touch a little bit on a little update on the Homicide Holly, y'all. Shout out to Keys News. He did say today that child, they said that Homicide Holly, Miss Maria, she done did another one in Miss Maria. Miss Maria, don't you come for me. But let me tell you something. Homicide Holly allegedly to the good people, she done did another one in. And the good people is waiting on her, honey, over there at the Cook County. Honey. They told her we waiting on you because we know what you did to the baby. That's up. Child. When you can somebody say karma, girl, can somebody say karma? Now why did Homicide Holly gonna go and do that to do that for? Why did Homicide Holly go do that, y'all? Could it be A? She realizing her through the grapevines that whatever his name is, I don't even want to call his name. I know his name. Well, done got another family started, child. Miss Maria says I don't feel no ways tied by Homicide Holly, honey. Child, child, they said she thinks she's a celebrity in Cook County, cheering. Why? Probably cause she's in protective custody right now. But honey, when she get when they let loose over there and she get over there and the girls on the yard realize she ain't in that way no more, child. Woo wee. The strikes that she has up against her, child. Child. That's another one done thrown her whole entire life away, child. It ain't no fun. Let her into GP. Not the general population, hun. What happened to her baby? Uh, a legend, Miss Candy. Go ahead and free yourself. She didn't want it no more. She didn't want it no more. That's what the word is on the curb, Miss Candy. My thought said, say what? What goes around comes around. Yes. They said, let her on over here, honey. They waiting on her. They said, we know what you did. We heard about what you did. Girl, that good people telling me that fool walking through that talking about, I guess the people were looking at her after they done, they got the whispering going on and stuff around up in that Cook County, honey. They said that Homicide Holly asking the people, what you want my autograph? I said, wait, what? Child, she asked the people, do they want an autograph? I said, not the whole autograph. All of this is alleged, honey. It's allegedly, honey. Miss Candy said, she's in jail. How does that work? Well, they had her over there. I guess, I don't know, Miss Candy. I ain't never been down in them places like that, child. And pray to God, I never go there either, honey. I just don't. But I guess they either did it at the Cook County, they took her to wherever she needed to go get it done. Cause what she going? Excuse me. What she keep having all these here babies for? And she on locked up. She ain't gonna get out. I mean, that means her mother, somebody got to take the guardianship over these kids. Girl, can you imagine her mama fighting her sixes and stuff with these babies? No. My thoughts is that part. Miss Maria says, evidently, life don't mean nothing to her. Ooh, child. So she did not want her love child, my thought says. Apparently not. But y'all know she already had to sign that other baby over to her family member or something. I think it's her mom got that one. Laws would not allow her to do that in jail. I don't know, my thought. I mean, Miss Candy, I don't know. But some people say, I don't know, y'all. They say they do. I don't know. Like I said, I've never been there. Not really sure how that process works or anything. And if she was as far as long as they won't G, okay. If she was as far along as she claimed to have been, I would say she would have been too. I don't know, y'all. Now they take you back to the beginning. What was you ever prego? Miss Maria says that Candy, she may have helped it along. Ooh, sookie now. Sookie. That's a possibility too. I mean, you just never know. Never know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that process worked or whatever, but that is the word out on the YouTube streets. It's out on the YouTube streets. Um, and that's what the people are saying that she has done. I'm not sure about it, but that's what it is. My thoughts is, Candy, people do all sorts of things in jail. Someone could have gotten past with the plan B pill, depending on how far along she was. That's true too. Yep. I mean, I guess she said, I've been in here for December, January, February. Well, 3 months now. She's been in Cook County for 3 months. I guess she said my world has done crumbled down on top of my head in these 3 months. The thing didn't go the way that I thought it was gonna go. See, they thought they had the perfect plan. I told you they look at too much Lifetime, but never watch the end of the movies, and then F around and they're gonna find out, child. That's what's gonna happen. Cause with the evidence that these people say they're gathering, and then deleting your Facebook account, all that stuff you posting, these phone records and all that kind of stuff, child. That stuff doesn't go anywhere. Even though you hit that delete button. You hit the delete button, that don't mean nothing. That does not mean anything. Um, Miss Kenny says Plan B does not work after so long. Absolutely, you're right. That's what I was saying. I mean, how far along was she? Plan B works by not allowing the egg to attach to the uterine lining. She was at least 3 to 4 months pregnant. She was 7 weeks allegedly when she was arrested, honey. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know, but a lot of people, that is the word that's out. The last court date, the third, says she looking really frail and pale and very thin, y'all. She looking very thin, aging really pretty fast and all of that stuff. Miss Sunlight says they say deleted flies goes to the cloud above the cloud. Files goes to the okay. Yeah. So I mean, people need to cut this mess out, stop doing all that crazy stuff, child. But they saying they got a lot of stuff. That girl, everything that she thought that she was doing to get things lined up, it all backfired on her slash they slash them slash Rico slash all of them, whoever was involved. Senseless for no reason, child. I don't understand. I believe stress could have contributed to it. Not eating properly. Hmm. Mm. She was probably trying to do all kinds of things to get attention, just to go somewhere else to get out of there. You just never know. Never know. Um, and then that lawyer she got. I mean, we just really don't know. Miss Maria says, but Plan B is addition to whatever else she may have gotten her hands on. Could have done the job. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's so true. Absolutely. Absolutely right on that part right there as well. I don't know. These children, these people, these young girls just ruining their lives. 9 times out of 10 is behind an old nappy headed man that don't care nothing about them. And they too slow to see that part. Once she laying up in there, I think I'm probably gonna be in here for the rest of my life. I ain't gonna never get out. And then crying on the phone and carrying on, telling the people when I go over there, the GP, in the words of Miss Maria, child, I'm gonna have to probably have to fight every day and all that kind of stuff. Well, I thought that's the kind of lifestyle you like. I thought you liked to fight. Oh, you do. Long as you got you a CCL. Okay. Okay. You ain't got that now. You ain't got that. Now what you gonna do? Child, you cannot do evil stuff, honey. You cannot not do no evil stuff and think you gonna get away with it, honey. Mm-mm. My thoughts is that Kenny, I am sure she is stressed out with that man free and moving around out there with another woman. And she locked up, they won't let her out. If she gets out, she will go back because she's gonna get him. Mm. 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 Miss Candace says that my thought right. Mm-hmm. He should be scared. He should have been scared after she did it. If he played a part in conceiving a baby, he should have been real scared. Scared, scared, scared. Child ain't about to be laying, honey. We ain't being no damn Bonnie and Clyde. Not up over here. Mm-mm. 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 I mean, this dude out here doing all this free flowing and pop locking and all that kind of stuff going on by his life. He said he don't feel no ways tired about neither nor. So to me, he got rid of two birds in one shot. What y'all think? Um, he ain't thinking about that girl, but I can't figure out for the life of me why you never mind. I finna say, why you holding all this information and not putting it out there, telling the people what really happened? Girl, you know people done got me locked up in here. I've been in here for 3 months and I got to keep going to court only to go back to the same place. Now I got to talk to somebody. I got authorities. I need to talk to somebody. Child, the families could be in danger behind all this stuff. Child, we have no clue how deep this is, but trust and believe it is very deep and it is very dark. My thought says he created the monster that will take him out, in my opinion. Yep. Miss Candace says Holly is the classic case of ignoring the red flags. Her life is ruined. Her son lost his mother too, as well as Romika's son. Sure did. That's what I'm saying. Everybody lost. Everybody lost. And the only difference with Holly is they can actually go and see her. Ramika's mom and them can't never see her no more. Mm-mm. Child, my heart hurts so bad for Amir, that baby, Lord, that little thing. Ooh, child, it breaks your heart, child. It just breaks your heart. Senseless, so uncalled for. But y'all know what? Whatever that girl was on, September the 8th, child. I'm glad Ramika had dropped that baby off at school, child. Ain't no telling what she would have been out there doing. She been up pop, 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 pop on everybody, child. Everybody can get it. Mm-mm. But you know what? In this in this situation right here, that girl had to be a mighty good daggone pow, y'all. That girl had been doing some training. And why would you go for the torso and the face? You've been thinking about where you wanted to do this and how you wanted it done. This girl had to be thinking about it. Why were you focused on those two spots right there? Why? Why cause? I sure hope they got answers for these, because they're gonna have to answer for this, especially dealing with that insurance child. They say the insurance people about them to drop that ass. She ended up with caught upon it, y'all. Caught upon it attorney, honey. Miss Candy says, Holly is the classic case. I read that. Yeah, but she about to be ending up with a caught upon it attorney, honey. And she know that there it go again. There it goes again, y'all. Read the bylaws, people. They ain't reading, child. They folk ain't reading nothing. They just out here doing, honey. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff behind it. That CCL carried insurance, that insurance she had, child. Y'all know if you got your car insurance, you do too many accidents, the folk gonna drop you, and you gonna go out here and take somebody's life without probable cause. Read the bylaws, baby. Child, I'm sorry, I ain't read nothing, child. She's just out here doing, child, and doing and doing and doing. Cause y'all know them that folk, they do their own investigation too. Everybody's investigating. See, mm-mm. This is my opinion only. I believe it was planned, but they didn't read all the bylaws, y'all. They didn't read all down to the nitty and the gritty, and all these people gonna be doing the investigating and all of this kind of stuff, child. They did not. They didn't, child. And all the restraining orders and trying to get it lined up, and you did too much. You thought you was doing it, but you done did way too much. Now you done got your daggone self in a pickle. That's what you get. Walking around out there thinking you God. I'm a pow you in the face. I'm pow you in the torso. You read up on the torso, didn't you? You read up on all of that stuff, that the places that you powed her. Y'all can't tell me no different. I believe it, child. I believe it. Mm-mm. My opinion only, child. Anyway, child, I don't know what she got going on. Them videos and stuff that she had up there on that Facebook, child. Sometimes you just gotta start unaliving them up, child. All that stuff, child. Ain't none of that stuff helping you, honey. Mm-mm. Like Walona on Good Times said, the watchers of the watchers are being watched. It's something like I cannot with you. I cannot. I gotta read that one again. She said, like Walona on Good Times said, The watchers of the watchers are being watched. Mm. Everybody being watched. Yes. Yes. Everything that girl did goes against her. Ain't nothing in her favor. None of that stuff. And you know what? For those people, and she got that thing through default, those judges and stuff, child, these people got to be feeling bad, child. I couldn't do it. I just really couldn't do it. Too much going on. Child, how long I done been here? Been here about 10 more minutes, child. And DJ G got to get up off of here, child. I'm gonna take it out with my DJ song. Y'all got any requests? Is down there. My thought says, and they don't know it, child. They can't see. They can't see, child. But you know, y'all, they need to have these men hold these men accountable for playing with females' mental health. How about that, Miss Candy? How about that? You don't want them? Go ahead and separate. Go and find you somebody else. That's all you got to do. Walk away. Got to have so many women. Get on my nerves. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Child, I cannot. That's what Martell said. Get them young girls. And here he is, 41. They 31. He was 10 years older than both of them. Play with their mind. Because these clowns don't have the mindset nor the mentality to get rid of woman with a woman they age. Slow asses. Cause they what? That woman gonna take them down through there. Women also need to look before they leap. Oop. Yes, 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 child. I don't know. You know what I say, Miss Candy? Women just need to stay to themselves. How about that? Until the good Lord send somebody, and I'm gonna sure enough have to know that it's sent from the good Lord, child. Cause these people out here is crazy. They ain't telling you nothing about themselves and all that kind of stuff. They not doing all of that. But I need for them to go ahead and pick that dude up, child. He should be held accountable for something because if he didn't have her in the headlock or whatever, child, that girl could have probably ran or something. She could have had a opportunity, a chance. He played a major part, major part in this whole situation. I do really believe that. Um, let me see what else I had to talk about. When I talked about Clarence with her slow tail, y'all think she gonna ever catch? Maybe she don't realize that Papa's married, y'all. Y'all think that bell gonna ever go off? Child, if it ain't anonymous T, it's that daggone Tasha K taking Clarence down through there, y'all. They be taking her down through there. But they good people let me know too that Clarence's sister done popped out on the net, child. She rah for Clarence, y'all. Just in case y'all didn't know that, don't be coming for her sister. Miss Candy says, I think women have the right to be with someone, but stop moving so fast. Courting work for a reason. You actually took time to get to know one another. Absolutely. My thought says the lawmaker Tony Gonzalez broke up with his side chick and she set herself on fire. What? He lied, but it caught up to him. He dropped out of the race. His wife stayed with him. But like that coach down there, y'all, they what was it, the Michigan coach? They had his court a little court stuff. He's sitting up in there looking right stupid. I couldn't even look at him today. I did hear one part to my he ain't gonna go near that girl. He ain't gonna bother that girl no more. No, it ain't fun no more. The excitement is gone. I wanted that girl still prego. That's what the people said she was prego too. Child, I wanted this she prego. She gonna get all your money, brother. Miss Maria says Clarence no Pap is married. That's why she trying her best to copy his wife. Mm. She need to go somewhere and sit down, and she need to stay off the internet, and she need to focus more on herself, and love herself. That's it. That's all. But you know, the good people is out there. Her sister did say she was aware of their whole Remy and Pap situation before she got entangled in that web. So she knew exactly what she was doing. So she get what she get. She knew the deal. If it probably was the one that purchased his that second phone he had. I wouldn't put it past her. So so he could talk to her. Well, he saw something that he could get out of her. I don't know what she saw in him, cause the boy looked like a rat to me. He looked like that dude, um, Stevie J. He remind me of Stevie J. And Stevie J ain't never fine. I said that brother must be packing. Clarissa does not realize she is blocking her blessing. It rarely works out with the side chick. Mm-hmm. But Miss Candy, I know quite a few people. Let me tell y'all a little story. I know quite a few people that was dating this man while he was married. The man would come spend some time with them, go back home for a week, come back. You know, y'all know the routine, the back and forth, back and forth. So eventually the man ends up finally getting a divorce. Why come the chick that been the side chick gonna say she glad she didn't mess around with him till after he got his divorce? Oh, so now you're gonna program and tell yourself that lie? You gonna lie to yourself like that? You know you was dealing with that dude when he was married. When they do that, girl, I can't with these people. I just shut up, child. I don't even say nothing. Let you go, be the fool. He did. If they do it with you, they gonna do it to you. That's a known fact right there. My thought says, Clarence says she is a Christian. I don't know what kind though. I ain't messing with you. I'm not doing it. You and Miss Maria, I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. I don't know what kind either, honey. But you know, we go through some things in life and we supposed to learn from our mistakes, honey. We supposed to learn, child. Just learn, child. I brush them off with the quickness, huh? I ain't about to lie, but back in the day, I ain't did all that. I ain't do all that, child. I ain't even about to lie. And learn from your mistakes, though. Learn and keep on moving. Thank God for change of heart, and all that kind of stuff. But Miss Rich, my boy, I ain't done that. Ooh, child. You and my thoughts keep it, boy. I tell y'all be on it. Ooh, Lord, poor Clarence, child. She's aware. She got a sister came out. She must have gave her sister a little taste of a quarter to her sisters out there rah-rah for. Now, I don't really know how long that's gonna last, or nothing like that, or nothing like that. But God bless on her journey, child. I hope she's working on her mental health because you know when that dude get what he want, and he do look like he's not thinking about that girl. He look just like he's not into her at all. When he get what he want and get where he want to get at, it's over. It's a wrap. I think they said they've been dating for about like 2 years now. Child, 2 years and he still ain't got no divorce, not yet. Nah, brother, I ain't about to do that with you. Mm-mm. I ain't about to do that. Mm-mm. God bless her, child. God bless her. What they say, she like it, I live, and I ain't got nothing to do with it, child. That's her life. She won't mess her life up like that. And then they said she was engaged to somebody. Well, why you didn't stay with the man that was free? That was you was in. Child. You get rid of a man that ain't got nobody, is not married, to be with a man that's married. Wait a minute, that don't even sound right. My thoughts is Clarence needs a whole what? A whole new group of people around her instead of all these yes people. Miss Candace says Papoose appears like he is ashamed of her at times. He should free Remy and move on. He sometimes that's every time I see him, except for that day he was on the Breakfast Club sitting up that line. Miss Maria said that's some crazy work, honey. And when he came out to my, he loved her to death. What, dude? What? That was another whole lie. That was just a lie. He ain't care nothing about that girl. Mm-mm. He ain't care nothing about her. Only to tell y'all the truth, I don't even see what Remy seen in him. If you want to be honest, that dude is. Maybe they say about the men like they say about the women, cheering. It ain't the beauty, it's the booty. Yeah, I know they used to say that way back then. It ain't the beauty, it's the booty. I said, okay, okay. And you should be with somebody, for their heart, It ain't about the beauty and all. It's not supposed to be about that. But daggone, I ain't be trying to walk around with the ugliest thing in the world. You get that ugliest thing in the world and fix it up and clean it up and give it a pair of shades, child. Everybody gonna be everybody gonna be trying to get a ride, child. Everybody gonna be trying to get let me holler at it. Miss Candy says when these older men get with these younger women, they appear more like their fathers. I bet you $1 to donuts. He treats her like a child. I told you she has a childlike mentality. And if I'm not mistaken, Miss Maria, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I heard somebody say she's a year or two older than his oldest daughter. Am I correct, y'all? So if that is the case, of course he's treating her like a kid. Bring me some breakfast up here, girl. Don't you cook, but I want some breakfast. I wish a mofo would. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Can't do it. Can't do it. Mm-mm. But yeah, she do. She had like a kid. And it was very embarrassing to see her around his family acting like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Acting like that. I guess they was like, man, this is embarrassing. We're not going nowhere with her. We're not going. We're not going out there with her. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Miss Maria says, "Music. If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife." Ooh, oh my God. Miss Candy said, Clarissa treats him like a king. I believe she believes she really loves him. Papoose likes when women depend on him. Look how he treated Remy when she was in jail. Ooh. My thought says I would go gray waking up from sleep and see why you gotta call him that next to me. He keeps hats on for a reason. Ooh. Miss Maria says I've heard that she is barely older than his eldest. Yeah. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a year or two of his oldest daughter. hmm Um, I don't know, y'all. She wanted him, and he was probably laying around bored or something. He just responded to the click or something. I don't know. Y'all know how it go on these streets or whatever. Y'all know how it goes. My thought says, well, he can take Clarence to the what? To the altar. Mm. Miss Candy says, honestly, it's okay if he wants to be with her, but do it the right way and get a divorce. Yeah, can you mail her a divorce? Can you mail her a copy? Can you mail her a little taste of something? Child, that dude ain't about to divorce Remy at 41. For what? What are he gonna do that for? For what? And people on the internet screaming at Clarence, trying to tell her if he gets sick, Remy can shut you down. You can't go visit him at the hospital. If he come up, he's no longer here. You ain't gonna be at the service. You ain't got no rights, none. And she don't comprehend that. She don't understand that. Where her mama at? Where her people's at? Where her somebody's? She got anybody? 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 Child, she ain't got nobody that's telling her. It could be a family that's hoping and praying, probably depending on her for something. I'm not really sure. At Creative. Hey G, just popping in to say hey and hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Happy Friday to you. Um, it's a logical one. Hey, Miss Logical One. Miss Candace says, let me tell you, it's so awkward having a girlfriend and a wife at the best. Tell me about it, Miss Candace. You trying to take me back to why did I get married? I ain't no, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I'm not about to let you take me over there to the Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Miss Candace. You seen it. You seen it. Miss Maria says, Papoose kids are 7, 24, 26, 28. Clarissa is 30. Told you. She was 2 years older than his oldest daughter. My thought says that Candy, he does not even look like he wants to be with her. How he go, what? How he go for his birthday party and leave her like that. And she has to follow him. Miss Candy says, I have had it happen. I had a girlfriend tell a wife she needs to leave. Now I just told you why you trying to go to the diary of a mad black woman. That you know that's what that lady told that lady. She said, you need to leave. Ooh, she was about to get jiggy with it up in there. Tyler Perry said, don't you do it, honey. Miss Maria says that logical hello and welcome. Happy Friday. Yeah, I had to say, don't you, girl, you about to go to jail, honey. And my dear gonna have to come out. You about to go to jail. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't do it. She says, Maria, thanks and happy Friday to you too. Yeah, child, it's just a mess. So hopefully, y'all, somewhere down the line, that girl gonna learn some sense. Miss Candy says, whoever has the marriage certificate has the power. Miss Candy, I just told you they screaming that out on the internet to Clarence, but she said the good people just don't want her to be happy. She said the people don't want her and Pap to be happy. That's what she keeps saying. And Miss Didi, yes, his facial expression and body language reads different from hers. She seems more into him. Hate that for her. Ain't no need you hating that for her, honey, because I love it for her. She see the same thing you see. You know what? He treating her like she Motel 6. Leave the light on. Miss Maria says that Miss Didi, she says, hey girl. Yeah, it's like he said he leave the light on. I telling her to leave the light on. I get here when I get here, shoot. Don't you wait up for me though. Don't you wait up for me. Y'all, I forgot. I was looking at this movie on YouTube. I'll tell y'all about these men. They crazy. Child, this old black man, I forgot. Don't ask me the name of the movie. Y'all just stay with me. But anyway, y'all, he was a controlling bastard too. His wife had what got pregnant, and she ended up getting in a fender bender, and she lost that baby. And then she got pregnant again. But he had took his daughter from his other wife, and they was raised. The daughter was staying with them. But y'all, this fool right here, he had went out, he go to the stripper clubs and all kinds of stuff. He told his wife, you better have my food hot when I get home. Do y'all know that monkey came home about like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, went in that room where his wife was. He asked her, said, where my food at? She said it's in the fridge. He said, did not tell you to have my food hot when I get home. She said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He said, I don't care. And he was snatching his clothes off as if he was getting ready to grape her. Then he told her, she said, what are you doing? Leave me alone. And she's in the prego way. He said, you ain't even worth it. I said, girl, y'all been coming to get me because I'd have tore his face off. I'd have tore his whole face clean off. He wouldn't have never, ever, ever came in there waking me up in my sleep, talking about some food. I went and got that food. I'd have heated it up real nice and hot, just like I finished cooking it. And when I gave it to him, ooh, child. Ooh, child. Child. Um, my thought says, I don't understand. They said he filed for the divorce. Remy called his bluff and he don't know what to do. Um, Zit Wood. What, Miss Soleil? Miss Didi says, hey, at my thoughts, how are you? Miss Maria says, oh, I'd have it hot, all right. Miss Sunlight said, it would have been some hot grits. That part. Miss Didi says, oh, heck no. My thought says, cheese grits. Girl, yeah. Child, I couldn't beat nobody like that. I could not. I couldn't. Mm. These monkeys gets on my nerve. Ugh. Um, Miss Didi says play grip ball like my dear said. Honey, y'all, if you done been out there with them women all times of the night, you came in here woke me up, and I'm in my prego way, and I needs my good rest, and I work an 8-hour job every day like you, honey. I'd have tore his face all to the pieces, honey. Y'all hear what I said? I wouldn't need no food. And then when I got through tearing that face up, I'd have went in there and got that damn plate and I'd have mushed his face and ate that bullshit. That's what I'd have told him. He would have never bothered me no more. Miss Salt like to my I meant salty. Extra cheesy and salty grits. Child. He wouldn't have never bothered me no more. I was like, man. And he was on the phone with her and he asked her, you on your way home? She said, yeah. He said, yeah, what? Y'all know what else she said? Yes, sir. I don't know how I ended with looking at movies like that, child. I be like, I cannot. Mm-mm. My thoughts as well, he would have lost his little pecker that night. Down the toilet it goes. Ooh, child. Miss Didi said, sound like an abusive narcissist getaway. Yes, honey. Mm-hmm. Yep. Power and control. The first sign, I'm gone deuces. Don't bother me. You crazy because you gonna make me come all out of character and all that kind of stuff, child. I cannot. That's where some of these men get all this foolery from, looking at these crazy movies and they sit there and they watch it. Oh, that's what I'm control. Wanna control. Change overnight on you. You be like, who are you? Who am I gonna deal with? And that's what it is when them narcs, child. They got first name, middle name, last name. You be trying to figure out which one you gonna talk to the next day. You never know. I can't do that because I'm gonna need to know who you are every day. Hey James, I'm gonna need James to talk to me every day. I don't need James. I don't need Brown to come out the next. Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Child. Mm-mm. My thought says, yes, sir, is for the children to say. I was grown when you met me. Partner. Yeah, he told her, yes, what? She said, yes, sir. Mm, 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 mm. I couldn't stop looking at it, y'all. I couldn't stop looking at the movie because, and the long story short, child, he done got himself in a mess, and he hired somebody on his job to take his wife out, child. The man told him, I can't do it because she preggo. He said he didn't care. I said, damn. That's where the people be getting this stuff from, child. I'm trying to tell y'all off YouTube. I be trying to tell you. I be trying to tell you. Well, not necessarily YouTube, Lifetime, these crazy movies that they put out. And some of these men just sit there and watch that stuff, child, and think that they got the power. They ain't got no power. You ain't got no power, you monkey. Mm. My thought says, oh, what's the name of the movie again, G? I forgot. I just be strolling through YouTube and I just ran across this old movie. I forgot the name of it. But my thoughts when I see it again, I'm gonna let you know. But we don't need to worry about that one because I want to see this movie Miss Maria was talking about that's got Martell Holt looking great. That's the movie we need to look at tonight, this weekend. So he wasn't even man enough to do it himself. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It didn't get done. The guy ended up telling her the plot. The guy had been incarcerated, so he had discovered the information about the guy that he wanted to do it and all that kind of stuff. So he was holding that over his head and all of that. Child, it was a mess. But yes, that part right there. It was a mess. Miss Marie, you talking about the weather today. Our weather early this morning, y'all, was so nice. It felt like it was in the 70s. But honey, let me holler at y'all. By the time it got to be like 12 o'clock, honey, the breezes came through. I said, well, Lord Jesus, what is going on out here, child? But honey, we probably in the 70s all this coming up week, the weekend and all next week, child. I said, okay then. But crazy. This is pneumonia weather. Y'all know how the old folk call it pneumonia weather. Don't y'all get pneumonia? in your behinds out there trying to be grown out there because you get a little sunshine. Miss Didi says, LOL, it was 78 here. Come on through with your 78, girl. We're gonna have a little taste of that. I looked and I said, whoa, 78. So that lets me know we're probably gonna bust on up into spring with a bang. Probably all the coldness is about, gone. So yeah, we're gonna be popping on in the spring pretty soon here. Y'all know time about to be changing again in a few minutes. That would be wrong with me. Time my body get adjusted to this time, it change again. Can they leave this alone? Can they help an old lady out? Please. Thank you. Somebody. Do that. Miss Maria says we were sunny and 72 degrees, and I was definitely outside. She says she was outside. Miss Didi says everything moving fast. It seems that way. We're in the end. We time is winding down, baby. Y'all know time is winding down. Get your souls right, honey. I tell the people all the time, y'all quit worrying about these men. If you ain't got one, don't worry about it, honey. You came in this world by yourself, you're gonna leave out by yourself. If you ain't got now, child, love on yourself. That's the time that the good Lord wants you to spend loving on yourself, enjoying yourself. Girl, stand in that mirror and look at yourself. Say, hi. Damn, I'm fine. Yes. Put your little clothes on, get in your little ride. You smell good, child. Put your shades on. Pop that top if you got one. If you ain't, girl, roll the window down. All I know to tell you, honey. And enjoy the day. Y'all better wake up. And when you get tired, you get to go home. And guess what? You ain't even got to worry about going to the doctor because your JJ, the girl, ain't feeling right and all that kind of stuff. Girl, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to teach y'all something, huh? Miss Online says that lady I told you about that ran the coat got one of the men in the coat to cut off his you know what because he fornicated. True story. Not another Lorena Bobbitt. Girl, I can't do another Lorena. Lord have mercy. Miss Maria says, Miss Didi, seems like it was just Sunday. Yes, and it's like you can't tell the days apart anymore, y'all. My thoughts are send up prayers, old orange messing with Cuba, and that's too close to my state. Yes, absolutely. Y'all know we got to keep praying long as that monkey up in there. Vote his ass out. Miss Maria says prayers up at my thoughts. Y'all, they said if once he get out, y'all, they said we're gonna get somebody worse than he is. It seemed like all the good ones done came through and they're either no longer here or their health has deteriorated or something, child. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know who we would have that would be fair and decent. I mean, the way they be doing the child, I cannot. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating how they do it. Miss Candy says, did y'all see Jesse Jackson's funeral? All the great presidents were there. Clinton, Barack, Kamala, Biden, and Bush. I caught a glimpse of it. Miss Candy, I didn't finish looking at it, but it was huge. I did see a little bit of it. Miss Maria says we need he deems to flip the house and impeach. Something's got to give. Um, I always know, and my trust is always in God. And that look like can always get us. So God sits high and He looks low. He's only gonna allow so much. Um, my thought says unless Satan comes with his tail hanging out there, is no one worse, in my opinion. Miss Maria says it really was nice. Yeah. Jesse Jackson is resting. No more pain and suffering now. Miss Candy says the Orange Man does not want the main media to recognize the soldiers that have lost their lives in this useless war. He don't care. Miss Maria says my thoughts. I agree. Yeah, he does not care. Mm-mm. He ain't got no sense to care, y'all. I don't know. It's a mess. It's just been a mess. Mm. Prayers up, prayers up to everybody. And Miss Sonia, I appreciate you popping in on the line so much. Even though you got going through, but you still show up and show out, and I appreciate you so much. Sending love, and prayers for you, because I know there's so many other things that you could be doing, but you still swing through and show your support, and I appreciate you so much for that. And prayers up, and Miss Dorothy too. Praying for Miss Dorothy too. Miss Didi says pray for them and the families. Yes, thank you, Miss Maria. Yeah, it's just a lot going on in the world. If they ain't in the war, they unaliving y'all. Is it gonna be anybody left in a few minutes? What they trying to do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep on praying. I'm gonna keep on praying, and that's it. And trust God. That's what I'm gonna do. My thoughts is that poor lady was days from getting out the service and return to her children and husband. She did not make it. Mm. Wow, that is so bad. Ain't that terrible? Child. Um, Miss Didi says, I pray for me too. Prayers up to Miss Didi. We sending you love and hugs and all of the above. And I always say over here, it's a safe place. Anytime. Like, I always tell y'all, if y'all got something that y'all would like to share, you want me to drop the link, I'll drop the link for you, to share it. Cause, sometimes talking about things too. And we love on people up over here. So it helps a lot. And we talk about things and discuss and come up with some kind of resolution and all of that, and send up prayers and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that can be done. As well, you want to share something, and always I don't push, but we are here. um Miss Lisa Sunlight says, the scriptures spoken of these times, God is with us. Absolutely, Miss Sunlight, child. I put all my trust in God. Miss Didi says, thank you. Miss Candace says, this is a great place to chat. Everyone over here is so special. Absolutely. Ooh, child, the love, child. Just the love. You can feel the love coming off the chat when we be chatting and talk. That's why I be like, y'all engage, y'all. I promise you, you'll feel so much better. But yeah, we'll be having fun. Thank God for it. Sometimes when things go on, you look for the negative. Don't always look for the negative, baby, because there's some good. If you stir in that pot, and I'm teaching myself as I get older, y'all stir the pot, stir in that pot. I promise you, you're gonna find some good in there, and you're gonna end up telling, you know what, Lord, I thank you. But y'all know what? It has been real. It has been fun. DJ G was up in the piece tonight, child. Woo, child. We done been out here for 2 hours, honey. 2 hours, child. 2 hours. Miss Maria, uh, is you gonna let me know what the name of that movie? Please text me again so I can get it, because I can watch that as I go to sleep tonight, honey. That part right there. But y'all, I've been feeling so much better, child. I was finally able to eat something today and really kind of feel like was getting full. Cause y'all know I ain't ate nothing since last Friday, honey. Y'all know how I got sick? That coleslaw or something, child. I don't know. I don't wish that on my worst enemy, child. That was not a pleasant feeling at all, y'all. That was a terrible feeling. I ain't like that. I ain't like it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. My thought says, this is a real tribe with a good vibe over here. Come on through my thoughts. Miss Didi says, glad you're feeling better. Yes, absolutely, honey. Girl, I'm eat everything in sight now. I got to get my hips back. I lost my hips, honey. I ain't ate nothing. I had some chicken noodle soup the other day, child. I got sick of chicken noodle soup, so I had to get me some cream style corn today. I went down there to the Diagon Chicken C and got me some fried chicken. Yes, y'all. I had three pieces. That's right. One, two, three breads and two wings. Two chicken wings. Girl, it was hot off the press. Miss Candy, don't come for me. Girl, I be getting to talk about what I be eating. And Miss Can, I be forgetting Miss Candy be up in here sometimes, child. Miss Marissa says I had some barbecue burnt ends, fried potatoes, and cornbread. Girl, not the cornbread. My thoughts. Did you get the pig feet, baby? Before we get up off of here, did you get the feast, honey? Lord have mercy, Jesus. The South. Who want? I ain't even go to the store today to look for the South meat, y'all. I ain't even look for it. But child, I wanted me some real good food, child. And that was good to me, honey. It sure was, child. I enjoyed myself, Miss Candy. You can come for me tomorrow, but not today, baby. I sure did. 3 pieces of fried chicken, Miss Candy, and some cream style corn was what I wanted, and that's what I had. And I was able to feel the food. Cause I tried to eat the other day, child. Even I eat the chicken noodle soup, child. It making me feel bad. I said, well, what the hell? Miss Candy said, you get a pass tonight, G. Miss Candy, I lost my hips, girl. Y'all know I ain't that big. Well, you don't know, but I tell you how big I am. Miss Candy, I ain't had nothing since last Friday. You know I was starving. Child, my thought says, could not find in the store. Ooh, child. I hope you find some for the weekend, honey. But I know you probably had a feast up over there today. You had a bubble good, so you have to catch it back. My thought, Miss Candy, I don't even call that the bubble guts. I call that the pain guts. Cause honey, the pains was hurting. Miss Candy, it hurted so bad. It really did, y'all. And you know that makes me paranoid. I be cautious about what I eat and stuff, child. I don't be trying to eat all that stuff like that. I be like scared. I'm like, now I'm like a little paranoid. I'm getting sick again. It's gonna hurt my stomach, and I'm in that. Nah, mm-mm. Miss Maria says, I'm about to have a nightcap of ice cold pinky pink winey. I guess winery. Whitney? Pink Whitney? You know what is that? I don't know. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. I have enjoyed y'all. DJ G is about to get up off of here, child. Candy girl, you are my world. Love so sweet. Child DJ G is up out of here. Miss Lisa, my old Miss Candy. What she do? Mm-mm. Miss Maria, don't forget to text me now. Text me, darling. Text me so I can look at this movie here. But anyway, I'm gonna see y'all girls tomorrow. I love y'all. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Pink lemonade and whiskey. Oh, girl, you gonna sleep good tonight. Can you send me a little taste while you text me a little taste that while you text me the other stuff? Miss Candace said DJG is a good idea. That would bring all the chicks to the yard. Girl, Miss Candy, you must have missed the beat. Where you caught some of it, child? I was up in here. I was up in here for a little bit, child. But we had to get down to a little bit of the business, honey. And the sinuses is starting to kick in and all of that stuff. I'm be like Miss Maria, can I find me something, a little nightcap here? And look at this here thing that Miss Maria telling us to look at. That's making Martell Holt look great. And I'm going on to sleep, honey. Say my good prayers. Show is. But anyway, happy Friday, y'all. See y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye.